been throughout all the 5 years that I've been in IISER. I didn't particularly want to focus on my work. I wanted to show how I got the internship that I got. I wanted to show how I got the job offers that I got. Because I think right now in this meeting, there are a lot of people that are not just focused on computer vision. So computer vision is my niche. That is what I work on. So I wanted this talk to be more general, to be more specific, to not be very specific, to be more general towards people who want to see how research can be done across 5 years. I wouldn't say I'm the best example for how research is done, but this is how I did it, and this is what worked for me. So I'll just start. So I'll just give a brief introduction about myself. I'm Ashwin Nair. I'm graduating this semester from IISER. And across these 5 years, it's not just academics. I've grown as a person as well. I think anyone who's been in this institute would also agree that once the 5 years are done, you just don't grow academically, you grow as a person as well. So I just wanted to show you guys what I did from an academic perspective to help me get where I am right now. Um, to just give you a brief introduction as to the things that I've done, academically, there are three papers that are published till now. These papers are published in conferences as well as journals. I'll just go over them briefly in the next few slides as well. Apart from just academic work as well, for the past 2 years, I've been working professionally as a contract machine learning engineer as well. So this is like a remote job that I've been doing. I've been doing this for 1.5 years to 2 years now, and I'll just go over how I found this job and how you guys can also find something similar, because it really helps financially to have a backing to your side that will just it just helps you make decisions independently, I feel. So I'll just go over a few of those points as well today. Academically, these are the three venues that I've published my work at. So one is like my first work that got published was in CVPR. I was the third author in that paper. That paper was in a niche topic inside computer vision. So the niche topic was open domain generalization. This project I did in IIT Bombay. So I worked with a team of uh, professors. So there were two professors, as well as a team of postdocs and few other interns with me. I've also been published in briefings in bioinformatics. So this work was done in one of my online internships in CMU, that is Carnegie Mellon University. Um, this was also done in collaboration with IIT Bombay. So it was a collaborative project with CMU and IIT Bombay. And lastly, I've been published in ICVGIP. So this is a local Indian conference. One of my recent works got published here. Mm, and professionally, this is the company that I've been working at. It's called Zomatica. Um, and inside Zomatica, there is a department called Vet Guardian. So I work in that. So here, basically, I lead the computer vision team here right now. So earlier, I was an employee here. For this company specifically, so on the right image here, you can see a product. So this is our product. So this product is basically designed for veterinarians, and it's basically a product which has a bunch of sensors in it. It has RGB cameras, it has distance sensors, it has thermal sensors. So we get a lot of these inputs, and the idea is to process all these inputs either on a cloud or on the device itself. So device is quite small, so it doesn't have a big GPU. So a lot of work is going on right now to help us run complicated models on smaller, low embedded devices. So my work was primarily on that, just mixing different inputs to get conclusions about the animals. So the entire point of this product was to help veterinarian doctors just monitor animals better. This is all my previous work. So I just wanted to show you guys how I got to this stage, how I got to do all this. Uh, so I'll start with my first year itself. When I first joined IISER, it's a very funny story. In fact, when I first joined IISER, I didn't really want to do data science. I joined IISER and I thought that I'll be a physics major. I wanted to be like Einstein. I thought ki, yes, now I finally have the time to learn physics properly, because in JEE you usually not just learn physics, you learn physics along with a lot of different subjects. So I was like, yes, finally I have the time to just focus on physics. So the first year I got here, it was COVID, right? So uh, it was smooth, as in I got good grades, but I didn't really learn anything. Since most of the assignments and the exams were online, most of my friends and I did it together. So that first year just went by, and I don't even know what I did there. So in the second year, I got started to get serious because people around me started joining labs. People around me were like, yes, I joined IISER thinking that I'll be a bio major. I joined IISER thinking that I'll be a chemistry major. And they started joining their respective labs. And I was like, which physics lab should I join? So I was really confused at that point. And I started doing some online physics projects, and I noticed that every project that I'm doing, I was just more interested in doing computational physics. So then I thought, ki, since I'm doing so much competition anyway, why don't I just give data science a try as well? This was partly because IISER had a program called I Square Data Science, and I thought, ki, since these guys are also offering something in data science, why don't I just also give it a try? So that is how I landed my first online internship. So I landed this internship through cold mailing as well. So I cold mailed a lot of people. No one wanted someone with zero experience. So I tried a lot, and I finally got a response from IIT Patna. So this project was on a niche inside machine learning called NLP. NLP deals with natural language processing, so it deals with everything language. So like ChatGPT, uh, you put an input in English or any other language that you want, and you want your desired output. That is the entire point of NLP. So I got a project in NLP, and it was very new to me because I knew coding. I had studied Java in 11th, 12th, so I knew how coding was done, and I was quite good at coding, like basic data structures and algorithm. And I also learned Python when I had some free time. So I thought I knew coding. So, but when I started this project, it was so different from just normal coding, because I think the project that they gave me at that time was a little bit beyond my normal skill level, because I didn't know how to code deep learning models yet. And the project that they gave me, it was sentiment analysis. I had to do sentiment analysis, but I had to improve on the current best model that was doing sentiment analysis. So it was difficult for me, but I really tried. I tried to learn as much as I could. I got some results. I gave them the results, but then I had my doubts about data science because this was my first internship and it didn't really turn out the way I expected it to. I thought it'll be like a eureka moment for me. I'll be like very happy. I finally got what I wanted, but it wasn't really that way. Then I was like, there are different fields inside machine learning as well, right? So why don't I give that a try as well? But before that, since I have a big ego, I was like, I'll give NLP another try. Maybe online, maybe it was online, and that is why I couldn't focus much on it. So I was like, why don't I try an offline internship and see how NLP goes? So that was my second internship, which was offline. This was the summer before we selected our major. So between second year and third year, the summer break between second and third year, I decided ki I'll go to Bangalore. I'll sit there. I'll I'll try my level best to learn whatever I can, whatever information I could learn, I'll learn. So I went there, and again, the project that they gave me was at that time also beyond my skill level. Um, at that time also it was beyond my skill level, but I did try. But eventually, I understood that NLP was not really the field for me, at least for that moment and at that time. Uh, but inside Bangalore was the first time that I got outside IISER to do an internship. So I did have a lot of struggles. The first struggle that I realized that if you're not really interested in the topic, you can't really focus on the topic, so you get really distracted, and you don't really feel like working. So, so uh, it's really important that if you're going outside your home, if you're going outside your comfort zone, be sure about what project that you're working on, and if it is something that you really want to work on. Apart from that, I also realized in Bangalore that I'm very poor, and I needed something else side by side to sustain my lifestyle. Luckily, in Bangalore, I did make a lot of friends in the sense that these friends helped me professionally a lot. So I did make a lot of contacts there. Apart from that, there was this one senior that I met. So she was in a very similar situation to mine, but the one thing that she didn't that she had that I didn't have was money, and the way she got her money was through freelancing. So she told me about how you can also do freelancing. She introduced me to some websites. So on the right, you can see two images. So one of them is Freelancer and one of them is Upwork. So these were the two platforms that I used specifically to start my freelancing journey. The process is quite simple. You make your profile. In the profile, you show your interests. As in, I showed my interest as computer science, specifically machine learning, and then they offer you projects related to that topic, and these projects are usually paid. So if you do good work, you get good reviews, and then you can earn money through that. So I started doing freelancing from there. Uh, I did freelancing. I did a couple of projects. I got some money, and then I was finally happy. But you do have to do a lot of different types of work. Like I did website creation, I did blogging, and I did tasks in reinforcement learning. I did some other tasks just to get some money. But after working for a long time in any of the platform, you just get a lot of experience. And after I think an year of me working in Upwork, I got an offer from Zomatica, the one company that I was talking about a couple of slides back, where they offered a contract to me where I could work as a machine learning engineer there. So I started there, and that is how I got the job offer. Um, so after Bangalore, I was like, ki NLP is not really the field for me. So I was like, and I also realized ki, there is a lot of things that I miss, I don't know, and there are a lot of things that I can learn. So I just took some time off. I took, I think, one semester and the break after that off, just to learn machine learning properly, just to get through. I remember I used to sit in CDH two and just sit all night, watch tutorial videos. I used to make notes. I still have the notes if I'm not wrong. I learned PyTorch, like hours and hours worth of content full of PyTorch and full of what segmentation is, what classification is, what computer vision is, because I knew that NLP is not really the field for me. So I don't try computer vision next. So I don't try reinforcement learning next. So I was going through theoretical aspects of different fields until I thought, yeah, computer vision is something that I enjoy, something that I can do. So that is why I stuck to that. So after I took this time off, I started cold mailing again. I cold mailed a lot of people, and then finally I got a reply from IIT Bombay. A prof there wanted to work with me, and to be very honest, my academic life in terms of research just changed after I joined IIT Mumbai, because that lab was so good. Especially that lab was very good for me specifically because that was exactly what I wanted to do. I worked on a variety of different problems there. I worked on novel class discovery. I worked on domain adaptation. I worked on continual learning, and just integrating all these different aspects on different types of complex problem statements. It was something that I needed at that time. And the best part about that lab was not just the projects that they gave me. The lab gave me a lot of exposure as well. So there's an institute in UAE. It's called Mohammed bin Zayed. It was a institute. It's an institute of artificial intelligence. So these guys were collaborating with IIT Bombay. So because of that, I also got to collaborate with them. I did multiple projects with IIT Bombay as well as Mohammed bin Zayed University. I think two of my papers are from both of these universities together. Um, so I worked with IIT Bombay for I think an year straight. I still do some projects there. I'm still in contact with the lab. It's a wonderful lab. Like if anyone is interested in computer vision, they should contact me. I can put you guys in contact with that lab because I think especially for vision, they do like theoretical computer vision, but you can learn a lot from that lab. And another important thing is cold mailing. If you guys are not doing that, you should do it because research without cold mailing does not exist. You have to reach out to people because just learning theoretical things is not the way you grow as a researcher as well as a person. You do get a lot of rejections. You do, it spoils your mood for a week or two, but at the end, it is worth it because you get to learn a lot from it. So yeah, definitely you should try. You should do it. Then I worked. Then let's hop over to the summer break between the third and the fourth semester. I did a lot of cold meals. I did a lot of cold meals in Europe. I did a lot of cold meals in US. Luckily, I got a reply from Carnegie Mellon University. But the problem there was that these guys didn't have funding. So these guys were like, you can work with us if you want, but then you'll have to work in an online mode. And I was like, since the university is quite good, why don't I just work in online mode? So I went home for the summer break. I was working like remotely from home. The reason why I said yes to this, like usually I would not say yes to this, but the reason why I said yes to this is because they told me that I could work on a project where I will be the first author. So I was really excited about that, but I did not know how much work that would come, like how much work it would come with. Uh, I I had to do everything independently from writing to writing to coming up with ideas, coming up with experiments. I did delegate some of the experiments to few people, but most of the experiments I did myself, going through results, making adjustments. I mean, your professor and the postdocs in your team do help you, but they are also busy with their own projects and their own grants, applications. So yeah, it was a really good experience for me. It resulted in my first author, it was my second paper, but it was my first author publication. So it went quite well. Then the next phase in my life started in France. So that was my master thesis. Again, I got France through a lot of cold mails as well. I was cold mailing everywhere because the last summer I wanted to go out. I was like, this summer also I really want to go out. And this time also I got a lot of offers to work online. But I was like, no, 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 I need to go outside India this time. I need to see how the place is like because I always thought about doing a PhD, and the experience that you get from just doing an internship tells you a lot about how your life will be in PhD outside India. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted this internship to be outside India. So I mailed everywhere, and then I got a reply from France. So there's a small district called Clermont in France. I got a reply from there, and I just went there. I didn't think twice about it, and it was so good. It was an amazing experience. I'll just briefly tell you what I worked there, and then I'll tell you about how my experience was. So there, mainly my work was there. I worked with a hospital. So the hospital had a lot of raw video data about a disease called sleep apnea. So my job there was to just go through all the videos and apply a tracking algorithm, body pose tracking algorithm. So my job was to create these silhouettes on top of the patients, and through the silhouettes we get the 3D body pose estimates. And the idea was we wanted to make a 3D model of the patient while sleeping, so we can detect their motion, how much they're moving, which joints are moving uh, throughout their sleep. And through this sleep study, the idea was to detect a particular disease. So here I worked on, like if you want to know the topic I worked on, it was 3D body pose estimation specifically, and I got some really good results for this as well. And we are still in the process of refining few of the results that we got and writing a manuscript based on that. Apart from work, life outside India specifically, I found a lot of peace while I did that there. So I got my first tattoo in Belgium. Then I went to Amsterdam. I went to Barcelona. I went to Italy. Different countries. Like Europe, you have a lot of freedom to travel anywhere. It's like taking a bus from Victoria to Trivandrum. It's like going between countries is that easy. Apart from that, you also meet a lot of new people there. So I think it improves the way that you communicate. It improves the way that it teaches you how to talk to people. It teaches you which people you need to be close to. It teaches you how to choose friends. It teaches you what friends not to choose. It's a fun experience, honestly. Like if anyone gets a chance to go outside India, you have the safety that you can come back after 6 months, so you can do whatever you want for the 6 months there. That is why I feel this thesis internship kind of a setting is really good. These are the factors that helped me decide which place I want to go for a PhD. But yeah, then my last semester in IISER came, and I realized soon everything is ending. Everyone is just going on their own separate ways. Everyone, like all of my friends, were getting PhD offers from different countries, and we knew that this is probably the last time all of us will be together in the same country. So on the right here is Om, Upnesh. These are my data science classmates. Like data science would not be the same without them. And on the left are my hostel boys. Yeah, so this was my last semester experience. Last semester I did not really work a lot. I just focused on spending time with my friends, enjoying. That's it. I was traveling a lot. I traveled all across Kerala. Yeah, that's it. Brief introduction about my life in 5 years. Oh yeah, also my contact. If any of you guys want to contact me and ask me anything, this is my contact. You can just contact me.
Uh, Thank you so much, Ashwin. Uh, that was quite an impressive and insightful talk. Truly great to have heard about your journey across both research and industry. Okay,
Yeah,
now we'll
thanks.
open the floor for general questions. Feel free to either drop your question in the chat or unmute yourself.
I think Om has a lot of questions. He's
Uh,
been typing continuously.
like we also want to talk from Ombia.
I think he
Okay.
should turn on his mic and talk. If he can write, I think he can talk.
So if Om Bhaiya is not questioning something, I'll question one thing. I had
Yeah,
one
yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
So you for batch 20, there was online semester, the first semester or the first year,
Yeah.
I guess. So how
No, the
was
first semester was online.
first
The
semester was
second
online?
semester, the classes were online, but the exam was offline. We came at the end to write exams.
So how was that experience for you? Like,
Best experience. Best experience. Online was the best experience. Didn't have to do anything. Like academically, we didn't progress really, but like it was really good. Like for assignments, for exams, you didn't really have to think a lot. You could just go without thinking. But yeah, I feel it should not be online because people don't grow up that way.
also, Ashwin Bhaiya, you talked about that you took a semester break and started learning about PyTorch and other things. So I want to ask, if someone wants to learn new skills, how should we manage our academic timetable, like classes, assignments, and all, and with learning new things? I myself personally find it very difficult to manage. So
Yeah,
How did you?
like for me, what I did was, so I knew I needed a break, right? And when I got to know that, that was just after my summer internship. So the semester after that, I was slowly doing. I was trying to learn. I was watching videos throughout my coursework as well. And to be very honest, I did not pay much attention to my coursework. I just used to go to classes to complete attendance, and I used to study at the last moment. So for me personally, I think I had a lot of time to to actually learn something new. So I did it through the semester and I did it through the winter break after that.
Okay. So one last question before we move on to other questions. Does, in your opinion, does GPA matters? Because you told that you didn't pay many attention to coursework.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complicated question because if you have a good GPA, then by good I mean above 9. If you have a GPA above 9, then getting internships becomes a lot easier. But if you don't have a GPA above 9, so I had a GPA around 8, 8.3 something. So for me, getting internships were difficult, but I think compared to the time that I spent, so I spent more time on research. That is why on my CV there is more research experience. As compared to if I had focused more on academics, there would have been less number of research papers or research experience in my CV, but my CGPA would have been good. So it depends on person to person, I guess. For me, I thought this is the amount of time I want to give to academics, and this is the amount of time I want to give to research, and I chose accordingly.
Okay.
Thank you, Bea. Great talk and great answers. We have some questions in the chat if you can read, or should I read?
Yeah, yeah. Can you read them for me?
Okay, from Cheran, we have a question that how did you learn machine learning? I'm just starting to learn machine learning. Do you have any tips or pointers?
Yeah, like for me specifically, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. So if Chiran wants any links, I can give him. But Chiran has to sit and go through all the videos. There is no shortcut through that, and those are very boring videos. To be very honest, you just have to take the hard pill, sit, and do everything.
Also, we have a question from Vaibhava. Who's your favorite professor in DSC department?
My PI, Saptarishi, Doctor Saptarishi Bej.
And from Sri Hari, we have a question. Did you learn anything in quantum computing in the data science course you majored in?
No, no, I don't think we had any courses on quantum computing. Um, but I did try quantum computing just out of curiosity. I mean, it's an interesting subject, but I didn't really have the time to go deeper into it.
Okay.
I think Om Bhaiya have some questions.
So
Yeah,
Ashwin,
I'll answer
uh,
this question.
yeah, how was your experience in France with Bhasman? Would you like to elaborate on that?
Bhasman, so
What happened with your phone? People are
you
interested
said,
in knowing that story.
it's okay. I'll tell you about the story later. I'm sure
No,
you
no,
know it.
no, people don't know it. No.
It's fine. No one has to know that story.
Okay, and what about the gate story? What
Any
happened on
other
the second
questions
gate?
regarding the presentation that I made?
What happened on the second gate, Ashwin?
Huh? When do you mean?
When Rajiv Kenne sir called you,
Do you have any questions related to the presentation that I showed?
so no, I think it is fine. I understood everything. Not my domain. No.
Just for context, these are batchmates, so they're just having fun. If someone
No.
has a genuine question, you can put it in the chat box, or you can turn on your mic also. I had one last question, Ashwin Bhaiya. You worked in
Mm-hmm.
France and India, so apart from traveling and sceneries and all, what was the major difference in working culture? Like, what was
I feel like in France they are more disciplined about work in the sense that there's a specific time that you have to come, there's a specific time that you have to go, and like if you like here if the time that you're supposed to go out of the office is 5 months, you're looked down upon actually. You're supposed to go out at 5, just go out at 5.
Like what happened once was Ashwin's supervisor called. Once Ashwin's supervisor called him because he was late. Like it was happening every day. Yeah.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? Question. When you do machine learning, is it more maths intensive or more coding based? Like, is there more mathematical aspect to the domain? I think it's a question about
I
machine
mean,
and involvement of math.
to a large, I think it's a mixture of both. But if I had to choose one, I think I would say it's more coding than maths because there are different packages that are present that help you do the math. So I think it's more coding based.
Also, we have a question from Vaibhava about which is the best Wi-Fi spot in IISER TVM if you want to do computing, I guess.
Hostel is pretty good. Hostel is the best part.
Ashwin, how was your roommate exactly?
Yeah, any more questions from the audience? Also, Saurabh, if you would like to say something.
Just because he was black, he was not. Yes, I've got a question. Like Asami, you have
Haha.
been on both sides, like writing research papers, playing with the reviewers in like, and working in the industry where even a missing semicolon can like crash everything. So, like, how was your experience, like maintaining the novelty in research versus like handling the pressure in industry, and which one made you like lose some more sleep, the experiments and or the production?
Yeah, so from what I understood, your question was which do I prefer more? Is it industry or is it academic research, right?
Yeah, that is.
It's a difficult question to answer because the company that I was working in, the thing there, it got really monotonous after a point. But with research, you can just you can take up a new project, you can work at a different place. So everything was fresh. That was my perspective towards research. But it's also a wrong perspective to have, I feel, because when you're doing a PhD, you're working on a specific topic, and you have to work on that topic for years, and you have to work on that topic for years. So for now, I feel I am more attached and I'm more motivated by just academic work as compared to industry research, because industry research after a point it gets really monotonous and you do have to do the same thing again and again. So for me personally, I would prefer academic research over industry.
Uh, okay, we have one question from Baba. Like, it's in the uses of AI. How far have you used and feel it useful?
Oh, by AI, do you mean ChatGPT?
Generative AI.
Okay, okay. It's very useful to write papers, to even come up with ideas. It's very useful, but at the end of the day, you still have to code. You still have to look at the results. I mean, I feel research without AI right now is not possible in every field, not just data science specifically, but even in biology, even in chemistry, even in maths. I think AI is Without AI, if you're not using AI, you are behind a lot of countries that are using AI.
Also, Ashwin, yeah, many of us classmates or me myself use AI for like assignments and all. So, is there any like incidents which happened with you when you got caught using AI, or with your friends?
No, no, I was never caught with AI specifically, but as far as I know, people were not caught. I mean, if you're using AI, if you're smart enough to use AI, then you're smart enough to also not get it plagiarized, I feel. So if you're using AI, please be careful. And
And
also,
any tips? Any
with
tips for juniors how to get not caught?
any tips? How to not get caught? I don't know. I don't do anything illegal. But any tips for junior? That would be cold mailing for sure. Cold mail as much as you can, like 500, 600 mails. Just put. Like I think I
Also,
have put around 1,000 mails in
thousand.
just cold mails. Yeah.
Also, we have a serious question from Hridaya. Is it necessary to have a data science degree to land up in data science related jobs and research, or having skills in specific aspects uh, are enough?
If you know what you're doing, the degree doesn't really count. I mean, they mostly care about what you do, and like it's a good question in the sense because there's some, if imagine someone who studied a very unrelated major. Mm, for them, the start will be difficult, but it's not impossible. And once you start building your foundation slowly and slowly, you can mail more, get more experience, mail more, get more experience. I think it's the only process. If you want to get into research, I don't think I can answer that. If you want to get into research, be an intern.
Also, we have a question from Srihari. How important is it to be a part of a research paper as a student to get PhD?
I don't know. It is important. It is very important. It drastically changes the replies that you get. Especially like if you're doing data science, you need it honestly. If you're doing some other major, then I can't answer that. But with data science specifically, if you have your name in the paper, that is a very good conference, then you need it. It really helps. It changes the amount of positive replies that you get. I mean, the difference is night and day, honestly.
Thank you for answering that.
There's
We
one
also
more
have one.
question.
Uh,
So we have missed one question. Like it's from Bhaswan Bhaiya. Were you ever late for work in France? If so, did you happen to have any have any interaction with your PI about this?
Y- Yes, I was late for a long time. So the thing with me is that I'm used to Indian time schedule, right? So here, even if we are a couple of hours late, so my usual time to go into the office there was 9. So what I used to do was I used to go at 11, and then I used to stay till 8 or 9. So I used to stay a couple of hours late. So that they didn't really like. So I had a conversation with my PI, and the next day onwards, I used to come on time.
Last question. We'll keep the next other questions for an interactive session which we are planning soon. Does the academic research pay as well as industry research?
No, it does not. But you get more freedom with academic research. You get more time. You get more. I think you grow a lot when you're doing academic research.
Okay, so I guess we can like end the question sessions, and people can keep their questions for the interactive session
Yeah,
which we
so
are planning.
Ashwin, how would you rate your life here in IISER on scale of 1 to 10?
It's been pretty good. I would rate it 10 out of 10.
I thought 0.5.
If
But
I
yeah,
may, we have to
yeah,
take
also
a
wants to ask you one question.
Om Bhaiya, we
Yeah,
can take a group photo if you can
yeah,
turn
sure,
on
sure.
your
We can.
camera.
Definitely, if Ashwin allows us.
Yes, if everyone can
What?
show
I
their camera.
got
If Ashwin
the
allows us, we
camera.
can take a group picture.
Yeah, yeah, allowed.
Good light.
I can't see you. I think the lighting is not good.
If everyone can turn on their cameras for the group photo, please.
It is not working. Give me.
Anugrah, can you put some like flash on Ashwin's face?
अभी गाड़ी में बैठी है वो.
अरे, पागल.
I'm traveling. See the dedication. I'm still attending your talk.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you, thank
you,
you.
Simar Didi, for the dedication.
No, it was very nice session by Ashwin Nair.
Yes, it was a great talk. I'm truly inspired.
I cried.
France, maybe we can plan a talk with Ombia.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I to insist. Like anyone who
Uh,
wants to do finance, Om is the
like
guy.
there are many people in
No.
like who are interested in finance.
I think who is this?
Yeah, because I think
Yes.
Akila, she also presented something similar, NLP, computer vision. Pragya tomorrow will present something physics, computation. Because there is a void that needs to be filled.
Yeah, that
Then I
void will
think
be filled by Ashwin
Om
Nair.
or he can fill
Om Hari is very busy this week. I'll check.
it.
Yes,
Busy.
don't worry. Tomorrow he will also join with me. Don't worry. Tomorrow he will also give.
Saurabh, maybe you can say the thank you note to Ashwin Bhaiya.
Ashwin, please note that.
Like, thank you, Sylvia. It was really a great talk. Like, we are planning some more
Thank you.
series ahead.
Thank
And
you for giving me the opportunity.
Yes, it was a very great talk and great insights about your career in IISER and other institutes. And it was very nice to know your interactions and the friendship you have, because, yeah, in the end, it's about happiness. So it was very fun. And thank you, Om Bhaiya, also.
No, no worries, no
For the
worries.
next time. Yes. Thank you from Coding Club. Thank you for having this talk and hosting it. It was
Shayansh,
a very nice
wait. Shayansh, can we have a particular session for Om Hari Yadav
We are
also?
not
The
having.
photo
Yes,
can
we
be
are
his
having
own.
it's
Please.
done.
Sorry guys, I am very busy this week. I'll look at my calendar and update you.
we can plan next week also.
Om Bhaiya has learned to speak the corporate language, apparently.
No, I don't know English. Illa.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining also. Uh, we-
One piece of Can we have one
And
piece? We need one piece of
yes.
advice from Ashwin.
Also, we'll
can we
have
take a picture?
a recording of this session.
Can we have one piece of advice from Ashwin?
Asa, what kind of advice?
Can you just give one advice to your juniors?
That was one of the questions I gave. No, cold email. Cold email and
Something
stay
not
out of
related to
trouble.
academics. Not related to academics.
Personal advice. Choose a good group of friends. Choose someone that will support you through your talks. Clearly, I failed, but ठीक है. I like them.
If you guys can take a picture, I would like to leave.
Yes, I'm taking a picture. Just, yeah, camera on, please. Smile. Also, this talk will be available on YouTube in short amount of time, so you can.
What? What? You didn't tell this before, bro. क्या बोल रहा है?
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Ashwin Bhaiya for this wonderful talk. We hope to see you in Coding Club. And
Any day,
yeah,
right?
that's pretty much it. Saurabh, would you like to add something?
Nothing much, like.
Yeah, it was a very fun session. We enjoyed it very much, and we love to have you back for another session. So yeah,
अभी कुछ
thank you
अचीव तो
everyone.
करने दो, कुछ अचीव करता हूँ फिर आऊंगा वापस.
Okay. Also, Pragyadi will have talk tomorrow, so do join for it. It will be a fun session like this only. So yeah.
Ashwin, we are also planning some like technical sessions. Maybe you can guide us. So
Taking session.
Guys,
कौन
please
सा
do
session
attend
है?
Friday's session. She's already prepared the slides for you all.
If you're interested in physics and data science collaboration, then only join. Otherwise, it's fine. Don't join.
No, no.
care.
How can you say that on a meeting? Guys, oh, hello, Nugra.
अरे बात आता.
Shreyansh, please note down. You should have a particular session for Om Hari Yadav. We all will be there for that.
Even okay, so picture is taken, right? Okay, okay, okay.
Thank you so
चलो,
much.
I'll hop off. Thanks.
bye bye, Bhaiya.